Hey guys, Scotty Quady here, just showing you a small collection that I have of my drones. I have a lot more that have either died in the boneyard in my garage, or that I've flown and have crashed, or that I haven't even built yet, just a lot of parts. Anyway, going over the history of it, I don't know, about 6-7 years ago, I first got into drones. I got this bad boy, the XK Detect X380. I don't know if any of you guys remember this one. But before the drone laws came out, you could fly your drone as far and as long as you wanted, or as high as you wanted. And yeah, I think I took this one. I might have some drone videos. That's my mom yelling in the backyard. Great, Mom, thanks. But anyway, I've taken this one up over 1,000 feet, where you couldn't even see the ground. And then I was worried about actually making it back down a few times. So I'm sure if you look back in my video logs, you'll see some flights of this one. But yeah, this is the culprit where my ex-wife said I'd only be doing this for like 6 months and that's it. But yeah, still here. And from that one, I got a bunch of other GPS drones. This is a Hornet S. It's actually still brand new in a box, but I have one that I was using, and that one was pretty fast. I planned on using, I guess they had a 4K gimbal that was going to come out with this one. They probably have it by now, but now it's considered old school, and it's only probably 4 or 5 years old, maybe just a little longer. But just the progression of drones, all this stuff is considered old school after about 2 years. So just letting you guys know, this is not an investment. This is just it's a hobby. It's a hobby, and you love it, and you get involved with it to try to improve your skills. Mine back then was basically building things. So with this XK Detect, it was all about building and modifying your GPS drone. And if you guys remember, we had this balancing tools for the props, which you no longer need for the GPS quads these days. Then getting into the faster quads, this was a big one, a big hit back in the day. The XK Whirlwind. It wasn't full acro. They called it acro, but it wasn't. But very maneuverable. It wasn't really FPV, but it's pretty quick. And I banged the sucker so many times and only lost the wheels or the legs, and it still flies great. Moving on, remember this one? It's my very first build. It's a real AAC. Oh yeah, look at this bad boy. If you've seen videos on this one, I've actually made it completely waterproof with conformal coating. And the video I have of it, I was flying it in heavy rain, landing in ponds, puddles of water, and counting up to 5 seconds, and then letting it shoot off again. So I think I plan on flying this one soon, just so we can see if it still flies good or flies at all. I remember Alishimo had one of these, and he was talking about how great it flew back in the day. It's the best thing ever, and that was before PID tuning was really a necessity. But yeah, so you had that one, and I actually have this one brand new in a box someplace in my garage. So I don't know, maybe I'll auction that one off one of these days. Then, if you remember going into, everybody loved this E-Sheen Wizard. This one sucker was bulletproof, still is, and it looks great. So yeah, I plan on maybe doing some old school flights with these coming out. Yeah, it's in great condition. Love the lights on this too, it's really nice. And this is my first build with a Martian style, and I'm going to, once again, fly these. These are all, I think, F3 control boards. Imagine that. And this is the Emax 2306, when that was a big deal when it first came out. And then, it's oddly enough, we got smaller, huh? Got down to, I'm missing a lot of quads that I have, but now it's all about speed and having fun around small gaps and trees. This is my fastest one to date. You've seen a GPS at 109 miles an hour. Oh yeah. This is my reliable one that I go to, just if I want to be a speed demon. This one today was great. I actually, this is the Turbo B on 4S, the 420 kV motors. If you want a quad that's going to fly a long time, yesterday, I actually flew this one for 6.5 minutes. It was a boring flight because I kind of hit trees and hit the ground a little bit, but it was still flying. And with a 550 milliamp battery, I was getting close to 7 minutes, 6.5 minutes of pure flight. So, and today I was using it to go through trees. I'll do a little video of that later on. But the first time I was going through like little trees, it's like a little forest. It's really good. This one, I took the camera out of it because I can't stand the camera. This is the Ishin Wizard was at 120, and this was super fast, but the camera, I just couldn't deal with it, so I'm still in the process of putting another camera in it. And it's kind of one of those drones that was so nice looking, I just didn't want to fly it that much. So yeah, that's why it's sitting here right now, but it will get its use now that I'm a little bit better in flying. Okay, going down, go down here, this is the Tyro 69, and you're gonna say, hey Scott, what's happened to the motors? Yeah, well, actually one of them burnt out in the back, so that's why I got another one coming in tomorrow. But I just decided for the heck of it to run this one only on 2S now and not 3S. So I got some 1104 9500 kV motors and put them on really cheap. Honestly, didn't know the difference between those and the 85 or the 8600 that came with the Ishin. So I just recommend just keeping the 8600 kVs and running this one on 2S. Everybody has problems when they run it on 3S, and so did I. I think if you run on 3S long enough, you will burn out a motor or an ESC. This one, this is the Emax Tiny Hawk. Was it the Freestyle? It was running great for a while, and I'll do a separate video on it. But I lost the control board. It I hit something really light, and the flight controller would just died. And if you look online, it is a problem trying to get the flight controller, the all-in-one flight controller with the VTX for the Freestyle. You can get the Tiny Hawk S, which is what I did, and there's something that you should know. If you do buy that, even though it's the same exact board, it's situated a little bit different, and I will do a video about that in just a bit. And what else? Well, I think that's about it, but yeah, isn't it crazy, guys? This hobby is very addictive. It can be dangerous. Ask my ex-wife. Just kidding. But guys, this is I love this hobby. This really it brings me peace whenever I'm stressed or I just want to, just get out and just fly. It's like having a cup of coffee and just relaxing. Reading the newspaper. This is what I do on my days off from work. I build because I love fixing things and building things, and I love to fly them. But anyway, hope you guys enjoy this. This is a little history of how I got into it. And the XK Detect group is probably still going on strong. But yeah, that is it. The history of Scotty 2 Quady. And it keeps going because now I'm in that FPV, and I'm hoping to someday get those DJI goggles that, when they get version 2, that won't look like a landmine is strapped to your face. Not a landmine, but a water mine. There's World War II floating mines. That's what they look like to me. That's why I really am reluctant to get them just yet. I'll wait for version 2 to come out. Probably be a lot better. But anyway, that's all I've got for now. Scotty 2 Quady saying have a great weekend. Take care. Bye.